This time on Highway Thru Hell.
That's huge pressure to handle that wreck.
A head-on wreck.
That's something else.
Shuts the Trans-Canada and threatens the railway below. Ken Monkhouse faces an icy recovery.
There you go, go.
On a remote mountain road.
Stop! Stop!
And ice storm devastation strikes
Look at that thing come down.
in Heavy Rescue's backyard.
Everybody get away.
On the Highway Thru Hell. The last line of defense is a heavy rescue team ready to tackle any disaster. Because closure is not an option.
Heavy freezing rain.
For 2 days, freezing rain pounded BC's Cascade Mountains,
Never a dull moment on this highway.
covering the entire area around Hope in a blanket of ice.
Very slippery up there in places. It's all freezing rain up there.
It can be one of the most dangerous things going.
Trees and power lines strain under the weight
They were saying this is the worst one since 1964.
until finally they give way.
Power's out at the Chevron as well as Banijay, guys.
Couldn't make it to a count of 10 without hearing a tree going over.
You're talking about bringing big trees down, power lines coming down, flash freezing on the highway. The ice is building up, and it's only going to get worse tonight.
I can't believe that truck. Look at it. Look at the ice on that thing.
That does not sound good.
Just after dark, the rain starts hammering down once again. At 8:40 p.m.,
Good evening, Jamie Davis.
the first call comes in. John, Jamie's lead driver in Hope, responds in HR 116.
A semi-truck hit a tree on Highway 1. We got trees falling, cracking and breaking with the ice on them.
John heads 20 minutes west on Highway 1, dodging fallen trees on the icy highway.
Oh, there we go. There's the tree that he hit.
The semi was on a narrow, tree-lined stretch of the Trans-Canada when a branch fell right in its path, shattering the windshield.
Going to a situation in the conditions that we're going to, we're all in fear of what might happen.
Oh, there's another one. I want to hit that.
But I have to fight the fear to get the job done to make sure everybody else is safe. You can hear the trees cracking and breaking on either side of you.
There's a couple of trees right here. You look how they're bending. They're bending right over top of the road.
My instinct's telling me to get out,
Watch the trees, people.
but there's people that are in trouble. We need to be here, we need to help them.
Just go slow, one. Keep your window open so you can hear if there's anything cracking. Just watch out. So, my name's John, I'm with Jamie Davis. Are you okay?
The trucker can't safely drive his rig with a broken windshield. With more trees falling, he and John's crew are sitting ducks.
We're just gonna pick it up and we're just gonna go. Get you off the highway, get you out of here. Okay, up and arrow board's on.
But just as John's flagger gets into position,
Out of the way, out of the way, out of the way! Ooh, that was close.
Okay. Just took the grill right off.
Wow. That's, yeah, that just tells you how dangerous it is out here.
And a tree had come down and clipped the front of our Tundra. Thank God nobody was standing there when that happened. We need to get everybody out of here, and we need to get them out of here now.
It's not a safe place.
None of it is, no.
There's no time for John to rig up to the semi. The RCMP orders everyone out of the danger zone.
So we're just gonna move them up out of the trees, and then we'll hook them up from the other side and get moving. So let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. We gotta roll.
John takes the lead, guiding the driver up the road away from the overhanging branches.
You don't know what's coming down. It's very scary.
A few miles west, John reaches a stretch where the trees are farther back from the highway. Now that it's safe, he can hook up for the tow.
My job is to serve the public. If somebody needs me, I'm gonna get there, and I'm gonna help them.
So far, so good. Definitely service before sell.
"12 miles to the southeast,
I don't like this spot at all, actually.
the ice has stranded another vehicle.
It wouldn't go any further, so then we were kind of readjusting and then put it in park, and all of a sudden the truck just slid.
The two young men got stuck on a remote back road, sliding sideways toward the river.
The road slanted, right? So the ice just did the rest.
They tied their pickup to a tree to keep it from going over the 30-foot drop into the water.
I was so scared that gonna go down into the river. That little tree saved it.
Heavy Rescue's Wayne Sahata is heading to scout the location.
I'd never seen anything like that. There was carnage everywhere. Just carnage left over from Mother Nature.
With a 6-mile stretch of road clogged with fallen trees, Wayne didn't think his flatbed could make it.
I went up there with my little minivan just to have a look. Is that the only sandbags you got?
Yeah, one on the other side, but yeah, just two.
Got any more in the back?
Nope.
I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with this guy's pickup. But if that little rope they've got breaks, that truck is sliding in. It was bad. It's ice, solid ice. I'll get the other truck up here, the small one, because mine won't make it up here. It's too many trees, broken trees. The only truck that we had that could do that would have been our little 1-ton tow truck.
My turn to go and play.
Wayne calls in Ray Potter, who drives for Jamie part-time.
All right, let's figure out a way how to turn around and get out of here.
Wayne plans to meet Ray halfway down the road.
Hop in, let's go. Let's go, hopefully not kill ourselves.
Don't say that. I don't even want to get in now. Like,
They were scared. Neither one of them wanted to be anywhere near my van when I attempted to turn it around.
I just don't want to go through that again. It was scary, and I don't want to go through it again.
But when Wayne tries to turn around,
Oh, God.
My van started to slide towards the ditch. I was like, whoa. Now I'm worried about getting my van out because it's trying to slide towards the cliff. All right, ready? Hang on. Well, that was a little tricky. Got my van turned around and got back down.
it's a slow drive to the rendezvous with Ray.
But Ray's truck's small, it's low to the ground. I'm sure he'll make it.
This is solid ice you're driving on right now. Stay to your left if you can, because the road is on an angle and it'll just start sliding.
Wayne guides Ray back to the pickup.
There's a lot of treacherous cliffs up those back roads.
You weren't wrong when you said it was an obstacle course. Stay to your left, Ray. Okay, stop right there.
Whoa. It's being held by a rope.
And that sandbag.
And that sandbag.
We're gonna try to slide the front end over, and hopefully it will not slide off the bank. Okay, they got a hook there. Whoa! Careful. You're gonna go flying.
If it did start to move, it's only going one way. Hopefully they can drive it out of here.
Okay.
When the truck took off, it would pull Ray's truck with it. Okay, pull slowly. Just real slow. Oh, hold it, Ray. She's sliding now. Hopefully they can drive it out of here.
On a remote back road south of Hope, BC.
Okay, pull slowly. Just real slow.
Jamie's drivers, Ray and Wayne, are battling sheer ice to recover a pickup truck on the edge of a 30-foot drop.
The weight of that pickup is enough to pull that tow truck with it, especially on ice. Oh! Hold it, Ray. She's sliding, man.
If the pickup slides too far, both trucks could go into the river.
I think that rope's gonna snap.
Okay, pull slowly. Keep pulling. Is this ever slippery? A little more, keep going. Okay, stop right there.
They managed to get the front end back on the road.
Unhook.
Okay, they're disconnected.
Want me to go up there and untie it?
Yeah.
You don't think it's just gonna slide? Sure you want me to do this?
Take it off. There we go.
See if this works or... Oh yeah, good to go.
You betcha.
You want to drive it down now?
Yeah.
And I'll follow you down.
That actually went quite smooth, considering we're on sheer ice.
Good job. Thank you for your assistance.
The next morning,
It looks like a world war came through here, eh? Just leveled everything.
daylight reveals the full damage left by the storm.
Stay in the fast lane, there's a bunch of debris in the slow lane.
And at Jamie's yard, cleanup is just beginning.
The wind's coming, so that's even gonna make it worse. We're not over with this yet.
Holy smokes.
This storm's really beating us up. And now it's moving through our place and through the rest of the province. Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Not bad, you?
Are you in Edmonton or in Hope?
Jamie gives a heads up to his buddy Gary Leach. Gary, owner of United Towing, works 300 miles northeast on the Alberta border.
I'm just looking at the radar.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna be in for a big storm coming up.
Wow.
Okay, buddy.
Let's talk to you, bye.
Bye.
And Gary's already facing a tough recovery blocking Highway 1.
There was some serious contact here between these two trucks.
The wreck has shut down the main commercial route through the mountains for over 12 hours.
A couple of rigs went head on. They're all bad, but this is exceptional. It's a nasty one.
Can you get through that accident? They got the road closed. Highway 1 is closed.
This is one of the worst commercial truck accidents our company's ever dealt with. pretty overwhelming to see the carnage and the wreckage.
Neither driver
Fatality up there they're dealing with.
made it out alive.
This incident is a very tragic event in that there's been a loss of life.
Gary is all too aware of the dangers on the highway.
He had a bad accident where a chain broke and the hook came back and got him right in the lower jaw. He almost died.
But Gary fought back, and last year he received the North American towing industry's highest honor,
the Silver Star.
Well, it's a huge honor to get the award that he got tonight. Hits me close to home because he's a friend of mine. His inner strengths brought him back to the industry again. I'm proud to be in a circle of guys like that.
Now he's facing his biggest wreck since returning to work.
I want this done. So I'm ready whenever then.
That's not a small little job. You're dealing with 2 tractor trailers, fatality accident, investigation. You've got a 2-lane highway that, needs to be open.
Gary's number 2 is his lead driver and son, Colin.
I applaud him for coming back. He loves towing too much to not do it.
Colin and his crew are under the gun to clear out both wrecks before the storm hits.
It's one of the major routes between east and west. That's huge pressure on Gary to handle that wreck.
Rig it up, pull it up, and drag it up here.
Everything good there, highway back open.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy.
Yeah.
Colin's first priority is the wreck on the road with a fully loaded trailer.
The wreckage is blocking the entire highway. I've never seen so many trucks stop. It is a huge amount of pressure to get the traffic flowing.
I think we're gonna have to use that one for the length, just to get it around the corner of the trailer. There's nothing on the front of the trailer to even hook to.
The trailer is ruptured in the front, the roof, and the driver's side wall. There's cargo hanging out of it.
What do we do with it all, though?
It wasn't good.
We sit here and pick up each piece, or do we open the highway?
Unloading the trailer would take hours. Instead, Colin is gambling he can drag the trailer on its side to a nearby pullout.
Hook onto the rear of the trailer, swing at 180 degrees, opening the eastbound lane, but also sweeping all the debris. That's the plan.
I'm gonna go pretty much right at the center line, and all the load is just gonna go with it. Hopefully. Here we go. Watch your back.
If the trailer ruptures further, Colin could spill the remaining load all over the highway.
It may or may not work, but you gotta take the chance.
"300 miles southwest,
Eastbound scale tube too is closed. There's no power there.
Hope is still reeling in the ice storm's aftermath.
Oh, that's a lot of ice in there, eh?
It's a mess.
We're having a real infrastructure problem.
At Jamie's yard, power and communications are cut off.
The internet's down, so our branches can't connect to each other.
Jamie's BC dispatch is paralyzed.
There's not even words to describe how painful it is for me to have the phones down, to have the power out. Don't you reset these things? There should be a button, a round button that you press. Is there nothing on there? No reset? We're having a really day here. Unbelievable. Everything we do is done by computerized dispatch. Dispatches all our trucks, it does all our billing, it handles everything. We had a huge crisis on our hands. Holy unbelievable. Oh!
roof's caved in on it. Wow.
Holy. We're actually not in a good spot.
Big, huge trees were tumbling down, you know, big trees.
That one's ready to go. You see that?
And I thought, okay, what's next?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clear, right up there. Look.
Up there.
Look at this.
Oh.
Look at it come down. Oh my God. Everybody get away. Clear, right up there. Look at this. Look at this.
After 2 days of building ice,
Oh. Look at it come down. Oh my God.
the trees above Jamie's yard in Hope, BC
Look out.
are giving way.
Oh my God. Look at that thing come down. Unreal.
Trees that have been on that mountain forever are now coming down, and all you could do is just stand out in the yard and watch. That had to be the scariest thing for me.
It's like, which one's gonna go next, really?
The ice storm is playing havoc with Jamie's business.
No phones, no calls in, no computer so I can dispatch calls out.
It's been a hell of a day for me, I'll tell you that. Not one that I want to repeat very soon.
It's like a parking lot out here.
Over 300 miles to the northeast,
I can't believe how much traffic there is.
Jamie's friend Gary of United Towing is facing his own struggle. Traffic is backing up for miles down Highway 1.
It's the major commercial route for east-west. There really is no other alternate route. And when that highway is closed, it's a very critical incident.
Gary and son Colin are trying to move the mangled trailer the fastest way possible.
That's something else. Falling out of the box. I guess everything came out, eh?
No, there's one half loaded still.
There's still cargo in the trailer.
They've got the trailer out of the eastbound lane. Now they must drag it to a pullout
Okay, I'm gonna drive ahead with it.
and try not to leave a trail of cargo behind them.
He's gonna take a risk to do that. He's gotta do it. If the trailer opens up or creates an even bigger mess, that's always gonna hold you up and tie up the road even longer.
I'm gonna do my best to get it all there.
I thought the trailer was going to tear in two.
I can't believe that all stayed in there.
The crew has to clear the remaining debris before moving on to the second wreck down the slope. But with weather and darkness on the way,
We have concerns about doing this kind of recovery in the dark.
there's no time to start phase 2 of the job.
Yeah, well, this is it. This can stay here.
We'll be back for the second truck.
Visibility's down, it's dark out. It's not only a risk to their crew, it's also a risk to other motorists coming onto an accident scene in the middle of the night.
For now, all lanes reopen to traffic.
Highway's open. Yes, 10-4.
One down, one to go.
next afternoon, 60 miles west of Hope.
This is why you always buy maximum insurance anytime you insure a vehicle, because stuff like this happens.
Ken Monkhouse, now working for Mission Towing, is heading up a remote logging road to make a recovery that resulted from the ice storm.
It was blowing and it was icier than heck. It was like an old school, old style storm we used to get when we were kids. It was crazy.
The ice and the terrain are a tough combination.
It's a Forest Service road, so you got lots of tall trees, you got lots of steep embankments. It was cold, slippery, just not much fun, not a good place to be.
Last season,
Take her in low, low, and idle down.
What I'm doing.
a job on a very similar road went bad for Ken.
Get out of the
It took Ken months to get over that scare. Ken's new boss, Jordy, is relying on him to pull off this job smoothly.
I usually go to all backroad recoveries myself. Unfortunately, this particular one, I couldn't make it.
Usually in the backwoods here, it gets dark at about 3:30 this time of year. I don't want to be up here when it gets dark because it's a whole different animal. So we got to get up there and get her done. We got to have our A game happening today, or we could get into trouble real quick, real fast, and it could be really, really bad. Unreal.
Well, I told you it was a steep bank.
Yeah.
My brother was towing this trailer and just dragged him down. The only thing that was holding him was these two trees here.
The driver managed to get his pickup out, but the trailer is stuck.
That's a crazy close call, eh?
Anyway, he's lucky to walk away from it.
So we'll put you'll go under there, Richie. Okay. I'll go onto here.
Ken's number 2 for this job is Richie Hawkins.
Lucky those trees stopped them.
Ken will rig a line from his truck straight to the front of the trailer. Richie will rig 2 lines from a side angle. Ken will pull the trailer up to the road while Richie's lines hold it upright.
If we move that trailer in the wrong way, the trailer can go sideways and we're all gonna go down into the creek. It's just gonna be frickin' nasty. Tighten that line up. Keep your line tight, Richie. I'm providing the horizontal lift, whereas Richie is providing vertical stability. Take it up. Hang on a minute, Richie. Take it up. Get this line tight again. That's good. Okay, stop. I need Richie to hold the trailer so that I can move my truck ahead and finish pulling it up onto the road. I've got it. You want to pull ahead more? Okay. I said, move your truck ahead. You know, you'll tighten the lines up and then I can move ahead.
But Richie can't get traction on the icy road.
Turn your wheels a bit to the left and maybe back up a little bit. There you go, go. Stop! Stop! I've got it. You want to pull ahead more? Okay.
On an icy mountain road west of Hope, BC.
Turn your wheels a bit to the left and maybe back up a little bit.
Ken Monkhouse directs driver Richie to reposition his truck.
There you go, go.
But after revving up and finally getting traction on the ice.
Stop! Stop!
Richie goes too far.
Those completely come out.
He's run out his winch lines.
I thought I had more line left. I got to move in and I didn't want to stop.
They both came out.
We can't put those back on, can we?
They're both.
Now, Ken's down a truck. the truck he needed to secure the teetering camper while he repositioned.
The second truck I so desperately need is now, a 6-ton, piece of Play-Doh. And we're at the make or break point here, so I only got to move ahead 5 feet to get this thing up. This might as well be 500 miles because we've got no way to restrain this trailer.
.375 miles east, Colin Leach from United Towing is heading in his rotator to finish the job on Highway 1.
It's unlike any other wreck I've ever done before.
His father Gary follows close behind. Last night's storm has buried the second wreck under deep snow, but the big problem is what's below the wreckage.
This truck that we're going to be recovering is just on the left here. One of the concerns today is to ensure that none of the wreckage that slides down that embankment onto the railroad tracks below.
If the wreck breaks apart and tumbles down the slope during the recovery, it'll block the main track for east-west trains.
You cause something or anything to stop that train, they say it's $1 million an hour.
We should speak with him.
Yeah.
A railway rep is on scene to monitor the recovery and control rail traffic.
We're hoping nothing's going to slide down, but
Yeah, for sure.
We'll do everything we can to prevent that.
There's anywhere from 12 to, on a busy day, 30-some trains a day. Stuff coming down onto the tracks is a big no-no.
We're gonna give it a slam, see what happens.
The cab's off of it, the hood's gone, trailer's ripped off. There's nothing left. It's all shrapnel. You can't just hook onto it and tow it away.
They'll start with the biggest piece, rigging to the axles of the trailer and trying to slide it up the slope. The crew shuts down both the highway and the railway.
We have 2 different worlds breathing down our neck.
Hey guys, they closed down. Sounds good.
It was basically double the pressure.
I hope everything will stay together here. Okay, can you guys see if you can get this back door closed?
We try to close the doors to create more rigidity in it.
It's not latching at all on this side.
It won't do it, eh?
Yeah, I can't even get a bite of it.
Not this time.
It's gonna take structural integrity out of it.
Ah, jeez.
And we're ready to move, so make sure everybody's clear.
We don't want any pieces letting go because it's a heck of a slope.
When you have something that severe, when stuff goes wrong, it goes wrong in a big way. The biggest thing with that truck was the train tracks. Nothing can go down that hillside.
They got some kind of an accident scene up here. Not quite sure how long that's gonna be.
Oh, man.
Just west of Golden, BC. Colin Leach needs to get a very damaged trailer up onto the road.
It might go.
A trailer threatening to collapse onto the train tracks below.
If something is to detach from your hook or brake and that thing rolls down onto the train tracks, that's going to cause you a bunch of stress.
The last thing that I wanted to happen was it to break loose and beeline right for those train tracks. I was crossing my fingers that it would stay together.
Perfect.
They've got the trailer on the road in one piece.
Okay, here we go.
Now Colin needs it to hold together long enough to make it to a pullout of the road.
the trailer went really well and surprisingly stayed together enough to get it here.
But the hardest part,
we're gonna go get the truck, go for round 2,
is still ahead.
Just try not to jostle that thing.
Yeah, careful in there, eh?
It's like a big toboggan, eh?
I can't release it, it just wants to go down.
On a mountain road west of Hope, Ken Monkhouse has lost his anchor truck.
Our primary goal is to get this travel trailer out and get back down to the bottom of the road before the sun goes down. Clock's ticking.
Ken needs to move his truck to finish the pull.
Oh, I just got to figure a way to stabilize it so it can't move.
But the second driver ran out his winch lines. He can't stabilize the trailer.
We're in logging country, so we got to think like loggers. And that's what we're going to do. So we need to probably take that cable that you had hooked, one of the cables that broke, wrap it around one of those trees a bunch, and take it down to the tongue to hold it so that I can release and pull ahead.
Without a tow truck to hold on, Ken's taking a chance on a tree.
Just be careful, Rich. Just wrap it right around until it's tight. Daylight is our friend, darkness is our enemy in this situation. So we want to get things done here. That should be good, Rich. Yeah, get out of there, buddy.
Ken slowly eases the tension on his line. The tree seems to hold, so Ken unhooks completely. Ken re-rigs. Now he must pull 5,000 pounds, working on a road covered in ice.
And that trailer can pull me down the embankment. This is big pressure, big risk. Just have to be careful. It's out. Around.
Unbelievable. I thought it was going back down the hill again.
After last year's near miss, Ken has won the back road rematch.
I'm not going to let another Forest Service road kick my ass ever. I don't care what it takes.
"375 miles up Highway 1, Gary and Colin get ready to tackle the destroyed cab.
We want to make sure we got a good grab on it.
Perched on the slope, right above the rail tracks.
Just try not to jostle that thing.
Yeah, careful in there, eh?
It's one of the worst cabs I've seen.
Do you think it'd be easier for you to grab it from the other side and then hand it over?
It was a huge mess.
Whatever you can get it through.
Be very careful.
The damage and the cab's position pose the biggest threat yet to the rail line.
So it was imperative that not even a bolt go rolling down that hill towards the tracks.
Okay.
Colin will use his rotator to reach out and lift the cab up and off the hill.
The rotator lifting it was a much better chance at getting it out of there rather than dragging it.
Even with the rotator, whatever way you're picking this thing up, the basic fact is that the cab is not very structurally sound. You have to remember that this cab's been in a head-on.
We're going to start where you guys clear. Copy that call, you're good to go.
Just watch it there.
It was creaking and cracking and snapping and popping.
We want to make sure we got a good grab on it.
Near the Alberta border on Highway 1.
Just watch it there.
Jamie's friends, Gary and Colin Leach, need to lift a shattered cab up a steep slope without dropping any debris on the railway tracks below.
It was creaking and cracking and snapping and popping.
Okay, I'm gonna swing it.
Heads up.
I'm just gonna drive to the pullout with it like this.
It was the last piece of the puzzle. We have to get it into the pullout so we can open the highway.
Woo-hoo. Oh yeah, he's the man.
All right, here we go. We're moving.
It's a victory for Colin and his father, a man who shows the real spirit of heavy rescue.
When you get bucked off a horse, the best way is just to get back on again, and I think that was true in my case.
Gary has, been through, one of the worst accidents, that anybody could go through. Here's a guy who had a really bad day, and he keeps on trucking.
.375 miles southwest in Mission, BC.
What's happening, guys?
What's going on, big guy?
Ken's boss, Jordy DePerrin, wants a report on Ken's unconventional recovery.
What happened?
I was providing the vertical lift.
Yeah.
He's providing the horizontal stability. We had it almost up at the top. I'm holding it. Rich pulls his truck ahead, pulled ahead a little bit too far. The wire rope came out of the drums. I understand Jordy being a little bit concerned. It's a family business, and he doesn't want to be reflected upon poorly by two guys going out and making a mess of things.
And you were chained up?
I was chained up.
Were you chained up?
No.
Didn't put tire chains on the truck when he should have put tire chains on the truck.
So next time.
Yep.
These roads are not plowed, they're not maintained. It's winter driving. Tire chains are a #1 rule. Like, never go without tire chains on your truck going up there.
Are the customers happy?
Totally happy. Sent me a nice text thanking me. Okay, buddy? Hopefully I did you good.
Richie? All right. All right, guys.
Back near Hope,
Never a dull moment on this highway.
the ice storm is finally melting away.
Wicked ice storm we had down here, boy.
Cleaning up the damage will take weeks.
Do you own a chainsaw? I'm sorry.
Do I own a chainsaw?
But despite the mess in his yard, Jamie...
Good afternoon, Jamie Davis.
...is back up and running.
Perfect, thanks.
One of the best feelings is when the power's back on and
Hey, Phil, northbound Highway 5 at the snow shed, heavy wrecker.
we can get back to taking care of our customers, get back to the work we do, keep the roads open, keep people moving.
Better get that Jamie Davis out there. He's #1.
I just passed the tow truck, Jamie Davis, heading up. Big red machine going up the hill.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Serious crash.
Ice storm aftermath reigns chaos on Highway 1.
Completely mashed.
A remote recovery.
It's not a road to be messing around on.
Takes Colin up a dangerous road.
Come on, get on your side.
And a semi.
Gonna be tricky.
Teetering over a 300-foot drop.
Easy, easy, easy.
Pulls Alan Gord.
I don't like that.
Right to the edge.
He wants to go over. Whoa, whoa, whoa.